this tutorial, I will show you the basics of Microsoft Excel. Let's start by doing a simple calculation. 1 plus 1 equals 2. You start by pressing the equal sign and then you enter your formula. And Microsoft Excel quickly calculated the answer for you. An alternative way of doing that would be to put one number in one cell and another number in another cell and then create a formula to calculate what you want to calculate. So you could do this cell plus this cell equals, but what if you have 10 or more cells, or just a lot of cells? Then obviously doing it this way would be a lot more difficult and tedious, but there is a quicker way to do it. Simply click AutoSum and check to see if the correct cells are highlighted. If not, click and drag to select the cells that you want to sum. Click enter, and that's your sum. Now if you change any of these numbers, then notice that the total also changes. Microsoft Excel is also good for detecting series. So if you type 1 here and 2 here and you want to type in numerical order all the way down, highlight 2 numbers and click and drag, and it will do the counting for you. If you only click one number, then it will copy that number all the way down. If you do 1, 2, 1, 2, and copy all these and go down, it's going to try to detect a series for you, and that might not be the series that you necessarily want. Microsoft Excel can also detect when you're trying to type months of the year. Let's go to another sheet to implement what we've learned so far. Let's say we have a class, and this is our gradebook. Microsoft Excel can quickly calculate our grades if we make a formula that calculates the grades. So for our gradebook, we might want to equal, we'll want to add test 1 plus test 2 plus our extra credit, but we'll want to subtract the penalty. So if student A got 50 on their test, on test 1, 30 on test 2, 5 extra credit points, but they were late and lost 10 points, then that would be student A's grade. If student B got 60 on the test, 20 on test 2, 10 extra credit points, and lost 5 points as a penalty, then, well, the grade is not calculated. But if we want to calculate student B's grade as well, we could either do the formula as we wrote it here, or an easier way would be to select the cell that you want to copy, position your mouse at the bottom right hand corner of the cell, click and drag, and that copies the formula all the way down. So when you get to student C, then student C's grade will be automatically calculated as well. Now if you want to see the average score for the class, you can make a cell down here, average. And if you don't know how to do average, well, for average you could do it the hard way by saying equal sum, open bracket, could add all these, close bracket, and divide by the number. So 1, and divide by the number of grades that we have. So we could do count close our bracket, and that will be our average. Another way to do average is to type equal average, click average, select all the numbers you want to average out, and that's another way to do it. Microsoft Excel also allows us to make graphs. So if we want to compare the grades of these 3 students, so this could be student grade, we can enter the names of the students. So we could either do A, or alternatively we could do equal, select the column with the grade, select the cell with the item that we want to put here, and by doing that, this column will contain whatever is in this column. Click and drag it down, and then it will automatically detect that you're trying to do these. For the grade, you could do equal student A's grade, enter, highlight, click, drag, and then it has all these grades down here. Now the benefit of that again is if you change the penalty, if you change anything, then all the calculations change automatically. To do a graph, highlight the cells that we want to include in our graphs, do insert, insert column, and then select the type of graph that you want. And there's our graph. Student A, that's student A's score, that's student B's score, that's student C's score. Very quick way to create our graph. Another tip, if you're trying to do a calculation and you don't know the function to use, you can always click the function button here and try to find the function that you want to find. And you just search around here. And that's it, a very quick introduction to Microsoft Excel. Thanks for watching.